Okay. Okay, so I took some time to think about what I was doing yesterday, and yeah, I got some good ideas to simplify the code. So with this little scale, I'm actually able to have a 1 by 1 pixel texture, and then increase this by a large factor. So let's do that right now. Hey, Yandex, welcome, and thanks. Okay, let's create a new one by one. How are you doing? It's getting old. I bought this almost 10 years ago. I'm probably due for a change. Okay, so I just saved this as content for this. Come on, I hate the Windows tooltip thing. Keeps trying to like show me what I'm looking at. Okay. I have to move the tooltip on another monitor. That's kind of annoying. Where are you from, at Yandex? Québec. Oh, salut. Bienvenue. Bienvenue dans mon humble stream. Okay. Yeah, let's add float 2. Let's call that scale. Like that. Let's get rid of this one. And then like that. Okay, that should be good. Now I'm able to come here. Update, I'll put it up here. Infinite. Background. Infinite is now dead. I think. Maybe not. Yeah, it's dead. Okay. I need to remember my hotkeys. I forgot. Oops. This is why we have this. Global marketing, editing. I'm looking for CTRL plus D. There we go. Okay. Oh, they call that forward? That's odd. So U is the other one. BF. Okay. My voice is better, right? One, two, 1, 2. Hello, hello. How long is 1, 2? Okay, perfect. Yeah, nice. Okay, I got rid of that. Now let's also delete it. Infinite shader, you're dead. Infinite. Save that. Are you a game dev at Yandex? Scale. Alright, okay, let's undo that. I need to like really get used to this. Oops. Oh, nice. Same. Well, actually, I released some game jams. Okay, V. There we go. So now I want this to be 200 by 200. Oops. Man, I'm so rusty. Where did all my skills go? Why does that not work? Oh, because there's no commas. Yeah, so oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, I'm getting there. Okay. So the scale is fine now. Dun, dun, dun. Now it's going to be scaled by 200, the 1 by 1 pixel. Okay, I see nothing. Why? Damn. This should work. There's really no advantage to using that. Okay, let's go back to my cheat sheet. I want to search backwards. Oops, wrong way. Search. Oh, that's cool. Ah, there we go. I figured that was that, but I wanted to make sure. Okay. So in other words, I'm here. Now I do this. I search for my scale thing. And then I can do... Oh, very nice. Okay, let's undo this. So I want to go... Ah, there we go. So I go from there all the way there, copy that. There we go. I'm not sure how to paste this and replace. Search and replace. Replace. Okay, C word. Is that it? No, but that will take the word. Let's try it. Yeah. Well, still useful though. How do I paste in place? Yeah, I stole this. Eh, whatever. Let's bring that back down to 20. So what's wrong? Man, that was all working in my head, and now it's not. Okay. So now that works. Okay, the problem is that my line is too small, right? Let's double it. Okay, that's double. Now let's see what happens when I double this. I'm going to okay. And do the squares line up still though? There are more squares. Let's drop it back down to 1. Oh, so smaller means more bigger squares. Oh, so the thing is inverted. Huh. So if instead I go back to let's say 2, and here I do divided equal, and here 2. Ah, this works. Okay. So now if I want to make my scale, let's put it 20. Whoa, and then it works. So now I have my pixel. Okay, let's go back here, undo this, save that. Oops, wrong way. Replace. Now this will tell me my pixels. I might have to play with the line width. Hey, Barber. Yeah, now the line width is really small. Okay. Yeah, then there's rounding errors. Okay, so let's keep it there. And let's increase this to 1. So right now I'm generalizing my shader to work with a 1x1 pixel. Oh, it's starting to work. It's still too small. But yeah, I can see my grid. Really sick. Okay, let's try to make the grid even bigger. Let's double it. Triple it. How are you doing? Nice. Okay. Now I can go back to like my 200 pixel grid, and everything should still work. Very good. This is no longer a scale, it's called a size. Okay. Now that I have that, I can... okay, let's clean that up. Now let's expose my colors. That's going to be float 4, background color. Yeah, everything's working. Grid color. Okay. Now I can use this. This will be my grid color. Okay, background color. This is now size. And also I'm learning Vim again. Okay, background color. Okay, so now I want to cut all the way to this. Nope. Cut. Ooh. See that? That's kind of really cool. Set value. New color dot. Hey, nice. If you want to make sub emotes, I like robot emotes. I feel like I made some at some point. Is there no emote in my channel? I guess I don't have emotes. Or they got wiped at some point? Or I just never made them. Oh, I made icons. Yeah. I forgot where they put that. They changed the whole dashboard. How's the music, by the way? Yeah, I wonder where they put all their emote stuff. Creator Camp, maybe? No. This whole thing is different. Yeah. Oh well. I wanted to check if I had some stuff already set up, but I don't think I do. Color. Is that not right? Color is a float 4. Do I not see color in here? That's odd. Really? There's no out-of-the-box color. Hey, D-Crew. That's what I'm supposed to put, right? Is it 255 or 256? Also, this doesn't get converted, so... Yeah, whatever. Let's try it. Oh, I forgot one. Okay, well it will be black, so I guess it's still oh, white. Hey D-Crew, I got a working shader now. So I'm putting in more stuff. All white, interesting. So yeah, this is not converted at all. Yeah, so in other words, my colors were... Oh, I lost them. Let's copy that. So that's going to be my grid. That's so weird. Why does that not work? Oops. Ah, okay. It's hard to stream with a big mic because it's blocking my view all in front. Like, it doesn't look like it from the stream look, but it's blocking everything in front of me. So I have to, like, know where my hands are. Oops. Oh, did I go in here and save? Oops. Yay! This actually works. It really sucks though. Is there no better way to pass a color to the shader? Yay, I found the solution. Hey. That's so nice. Also, I put one too much. Okay, check that, D-Crew. I now got a shader. It takes a 1x1 pixel. It gives it to my shader. Oh, Size, background, grid. That's all meant to be up here. Okay, and the grid is given here. At this point, I don't even need my grid. I can use fill rectangle. This gives you rectangle F. What was this one? Position, source. Ah. Yeah, I guess I need it. Wait, no. That works, no? I want to give you a position and a source. Ah, but it doesn't make sense. Okay, fine, I'll use my rectangle. Okay. Okay. Now that everything is working, I think I'm ready to commit. So, and let's move that back up. Yeah, so I have a 1x1 pixel. I give you a size of 200, so that's my grid size. I give you some colors. And eventually matrix, scroll matrix. This is built from your camera, like scale, the size of the texture, position, offset. So I'm allowed to shift the texture if I want to align it somewhere else. So right now this is 0.00 and the grid is exactly on 0, 0. So if I wanted, I could bring it, move it so that the line isn't there. Okay, now let's add a size. So I believe this is 3 pixel right now, right? Let's restart a new one. Hello? If you guys do a game dev, I really recommend GIMP. It's really good as an image editor. Like you get like some really accurate stuff. Like if I want to know how many pixels, I see it like right there. It's like the tools are made for game dev, it feels like. So yeah, this is exactly 3 pixels. Oops. They changed the interface, so I need to relearn that. I think they group stuff, right? Yeah. I need to relearn like the resize tools. Unified transform. Ah. Oh, and then there's a hotkey. Nice, nice. Yeah, they did a really good job on the latest versions. Wow. Okay. So now let's pass in a I wonder if we're allowed to have default parameters. Let's try it. Should that be a float too? That way I can have a variable. Yeah. So this is no longer, this is line size dot x and line size dot y. Man, I wish I had a keyboard without a keypad, because it's really making me want to use the keypad. Damn. Okay, let's do a first test and see if this, if I'm allowed to do this here. Let's try 5.5. Does this compile? Well, it compiles, but it doesn't work. Da, 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 da. Five. Let's try that one. So now I have access to the size. So if I want this to be 10, whoa, very nice shader right there. Okay, 5 is a nice amount, I guess. Maybe 4 instead. I wish I could do some default values. There has to be a way, right? Oh well. Well, at this point, size is useless, right? Yeah. Because I'm not really computing anything from that. Okay, so viewport size, line size. This will be called grid size. Okay. Grid size. Okay, I'm liking that. So now let's remove useless comments. Perfect, this is useless. Yep. This, I wonder if it's required. What happens if I add it back? Four by 4, and I don't see any blurriness. Yeah, I don't understand. Oh well. Okay, next part. Let's try this in DirectX. Let's see if it compiles and runs. Compile works, and it runs. Whoa, what? Nice. And just for a good measure, let's rotate the camera. Everything looks good. I wonder what's up with the anti-aliasing. Also, what's up with my icon? Oh, you guys can see it. You see this little icon? Where does that come from? I did not code that. I mean, it's sort of fitting, but why? Was that also in OpenGL? Where's that icon taken from? Oh, that will be a mystery. Is it like default DirectX or something? Guess we'll never know. Man, I hate the... Is there a way to disable the Windows pop-ups? Okay. Now that this is done, I think I'm ready to commit this shader. Maybe background is no longer a right name. It's just a grid. A grid shader. So, am I allowed to rename this from here? Rename. That's a grid FX. And this is a pixel. Whoops, not rebuild. Rename. This is called pixel. Oops. Pixel. Background. It's now called grid. Grid is now called pixel. Grid was it? Grid. Background. Okay. And this one is now called pixel. Okay. So this is ready to be committed. New grid shader. Pixel. Okay. Let's just make sure I didn't just break it again. I did. Oops. I'm surprised this didn't get renamed. So there's a bug in the monogame content pipeline that I'm using. Or did I not save? Oh, I forgot to save. Good thing I didn't push that yet. Okay. Ah, pop-ups, come on. How's that called usually? Forget how it's called, so whatever. Canvas. Just because let's move that there. Oh, I want to test this really fast because I said that this works, but I didn't even test. Where is it? Position offset. Oh, there it is. Let's do 50. Dun, 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 dun. Yay, it works. Hey D-Crew, do you think you can add my formula for cameras? Essentially, camera for my camera has where are the variables? Oh yeah, I put them at the bottom, right? I have a position, origin, and then a zoom rotation, but on top of that I have something I call depth. And you can keep it at 1, but this gives a lot of freedom for 3D cameras. So the depth math is these things. So you can essentially, when it's time to create the matrix, you have where is it? This. You have the zoom and the zoom depth. They're both a sort of scale. So by default, both are 1, so they don't do anything. But then you can start to do really fancy stuff with, if you're able to control both separately. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Oh, what is that? Whoa. Oh yeah, that's fun. Okay, let's go back to OpenGL. Oh, I am, okay. Oh well, I knew that because of the icon. So this will get cleaned up, but for now it's fine. Let's remove the comment. Ah, come on, pop-ups. Hey D-Crew, I thought about how to fix the CI. We're gonna have to do some real DevOps stuff. So there will be a master branch in all projects and a develop branch. So normally you're gonna push to develop, and then when you push from develop to master, that will trigger the pipeline to build all the packages. So instead of modifying a file, it will just be when you push from develop to master. And then I'll figure out how to automate version numbers. So essentially you can work on develop, and then when you're ready for release, you push to master. So now I just need to learn how to use a Simver or something like that to version the app. Okay, so I'm finally ready for the next step. Wow, that's so nice. I can reduce the contrast a bit. So grid color 30. Yeah. Hey, let's try with the zoom. Camera.
I am a robot.
Hey, thanks for the follow. Communismo Mata. Welcome. Let's try 10 by 10. 5. Woo! Yeah, so everything works. So that's a zoom applied and everything is nice. It's really nice to create an app inside of a game engine. You get so much freedom with how you draw stuff. 1.1. Mm-hmm. wish there was a way so I didn't need to update the 2 CS Proj for the same libraries like that. There has to be a way, right? I need to learn how to use CS Proj better, I guess. No. Hey, let's bind the rotation. Also, originally I was thinking of mapping like the left side of the... Oh, I forgot my camera, oops. Hello. Oh yeah, and let's fix that. One sec. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking of mapping the left side of the camera to be where the note plays, but really I need to draw a line, and then the camera can roam freely even while the music is playing, so that would be nice. And then you can bind the camera to that line for the camera to follow. Yeah, that makes more sense than yeah. I was ready to do something, but I forgot what. Right, I want to create some things. Hey, that's fun. So this map editor could work with a gamepad. I wonder how that would work. But you could like be sitting away from your computer, at your piano, control it with maybe even with the MIDI device directly as an input shim. How do we say that?
Input scheme.
Scheme, okay. Input scheme. Keyboard dot comma. I guess that works. I wonder if I should make my input library data driven instead of class. So you pass it the structure and then it parses it and then does the right thing. I'm tempted to just say rotate left. DOD. Rotate right. Wow, I wanted to write dot and it still gave me the right thing. Okay, rotate right, rotate left. I'll refactor this really soon. How does that work? Angle? Oh, it's called Angle. Angle is a weird name, I feel. Maybe we should look into the usual ways to name this. I mean, it makes sense, but the angle is something between two lines. That's your angle, so it doesn't make sense to use angle. What you have is not an angle, it's really a rotation. Yeah, so you can't call that angle, I think. Look it up, but... Hey, the real Pancake Man, welcome. Isn't there a math helper? Question? Okay. Shoot. Rotate right. I might have those confused, but whatever. That works. It depends. Oh, that's fun. It depends because are you in Netcore or are you in just C# framework like 4 point something? Do you want something cross-platform? Should the timer be a thread or should it run on the main thread? So here's the short answer, like the easy one. You go in C#, you import something called systems diagnostics. That's how you start. Then you create something called a stopwatch. Okay, but this should work. Do you have like a loop? Like, do you want this to be polling or should it be an event? Personally, I really hate events. I like to like every... I like to have like a stopwatch that I start. But you can also use threads. I just found this timer class. Seems to work with every version. Netcore, yeah. Oh, that's fun how they go from oldest to newest. Yeah, so check their example, it's really simple. Yeah. The reason I like to do polling, even if you poll more than required, is because I feel like it maps better to computers, like the way they work. Also, for a game, I like to do things every frame because it keeps my time linear, sort of. Like if you start doing something really expensive, then you might have like a few frames that are really slow and then suddenly it goes well, and then a few slow frames. So I like to normalize over like many frames. And then no matter what you do, it doesn't mess up your frame rate. So essentially, like every frame is as expensive as the last one. Also, doing it differently adds complexity to the system. When you need to be, when you try to be more optimal. Okay. Oh, that's not the right game. Yeah, that's true. But like the way I think about it is that every frame something is happening. So like every frame you're going to need to update the camera usually. So I'm gonna be calling update regardless. And then polling lets me put the polling where I want, while like the event has to fire in a precise order. And then when you start to have precise orders, you become closer to an engine where you have a way of working. So what I like to do is start to do my basic structure. Like I like to let the code flow and then it becomes something. But when I start to work, I like the flexibility. Like I can put this wherever I want. Check for those key presses. While with the polling system, I need to like have a lot of boilerplate. Like start creating functions that receive events and. Though I feel like you found a good compromise. With your camera, for example, or with the Quad 3. Yeah. I mean, I learned Java, and then since then I really hate events. That's the reason. I've never recovered. I think it's time to move some code around. Or is it time to draw do a shader for the timeline? Did I not? Yeah, that sucks, right? Are you competing with me? No, never mind. This? Oh, I can start from here. I forgot. So how's everyone doing? Everyone that's new to the stream? Oh yeah. Hey, did you try my file setup with like game platforms and then this layer 0, 1? What do you think about it if you tried it? So essentially I put my platform's code in the platform itself. So if you had Android, you'd have like an Android folder. And what this has is only the project for that platform, and then it imports, it creates the game, that's all it does in its platform specific way. Oops. That's the same thing. There's also a pipeline. Eventually this becomes something that you use instead of the monogame pipeline. But the project itself is layer 0 is things that the pipeline is allowed to use. And then it's allowed to do its work and then put something in layer 1 before the game is even built. Once the pipeline does its job, then the game starts to build with layer 1 stuff and layer 0. I don't know if I explained that correctly, but essentially layer for the platform. How do you do the setup? It's really simple. This is what I want to bring to the engine, but like it's really simple. You do .NET new this, .NET new with the name of your game, and it sets it up for you. I guess I should move that to up there to be more logical. Hey, I cleaned up the repo too. The next step I think will be to create a source folder and move game and platforms inside of it. Yeah. Oh yeah, actually I explained it here. So since my pipeline is not that good just yet, it lives with I get to use both pipelines. So mine takes assets from here, and the monogame pipeline takes assets from here. So they both exist together. Yeah. Yeah, everything is created right away. So it comes with the core DirectX set up already. At some point I should set up Android maybe. Nope. Netcore works. Now we have Monogame Framework, Windows DX Core, and it works with Netcore 3.1. So that's really new, really fun. Yeah, it's maybe not more than a few months. Yeah, so I really like this setup. I really like the concept of having things that can be used by tools. So the reason for, so essentially my ideal case is you have some assets in here, then my pipeline takes those assets and then it spits out a C# file. It's called asset links. So here I'm gonna show you. Let's say I create, let's go check really fast. So in here there's the actual pipeline. This is all code, and it can compile right now text files. So if I create here a text file, add a new file, test.txt. If I put that here and I build the game, this is probably like you in Visual Studio that you're using. You can right click on a project and then make it be the startup project. So now if you look here, I have this thing and it generated it here. I could probably make this look nicer, but yeah, this works. So I can come in here and use my content pipeline. Is it imported? It's not, but like if it was, I could. So you see, this allows me to do, let's say I want to load my content. I can get my asset links dot and then have autocomplete on the files. And check that. Let's say I have an asset with a subfolder. And now I want to build. Check what happens here. Boom! So you're able to go in your game. Asset links dot foo dot bar. Right now I put the extensions because it lets you have. Yeah, exactly. Everything is auto. And there's no interface or UI. So you just go here. You have your settings. So essentially, that's my content pipeline library. Apo.content, what's it called? Yeah. But I made it so that you can use it. Ooh, 300 downloads. I need to update it. Well, I mean, it's not broken. Yeah. Here's an example. So this one is a different pipeline. It's not automatic, but you can create like your a texture. You can create like your settings, and then use that to build content. So you have like your file, setting string. CS would be compile string. So this is a string compiler. This here is a texture compiler. This here is a binary, so it takes binary stuff. So you can build content with a specific compiler and the settings for that compiler. So if you want to do special settings for one file, you can do that. Here is the more advanced version. This thing recursively parses directories, and I have this thing called a compiler preset. That's just a dictionary with a string and the preset. So this one takes it takes just strings. So it gets the extension and then it can build content. Bunch of things. This can be cleaned up, but it's already nice. Helper. So yeah, this thing, so you can add all the content types that you want to support, and then you can build it. And I think I could have sworn there's a way to override. So this is the automatic setup. It finds content by itself. And I think I could manually like parse the content like I did up in here, so that it's not automatically picked up. But I forgot how to do that. Yeah. The setup is really clean. Check that. So the way it works is that you have two libraries. The read part, that's in the game, and the compile part, that's in the pipeline. So if I look at the compile, you have at the core something called a compiler. It takes two types. A type T, that's your content type, and a type K, that is your settings for that content type. So you could have like a compiler for a string that takes the settings for a string. And then all it does is it builds with an input path, an output path, and your settings. And there's also a nice one where it takes a stream input, output, and then settings. So in practice, let's say you take a string, you can override, so you get a compiler string that takes string, and then when you're building, this one takes stream reader and then binary writer, whatever, and it writes the text. If I want to do for a texture, so this one loops over the texture bitmap, and then it writes the colors. Pre-multiplied. Oh, cool. So here, this is a settings texture 2D. And then if I look settings texture 2D, it has a bool with like is pre-multiplied. So now you're able to pass this as a setting for the texture. And then it can do a check here. So you see, this is really simple to build. You can create your own custom content types really fast. And then when you want to include them in, so you would create those in your game if it's like very specific, and then import them and then just use them directly inside of your pipeline. That's the source code. And that's what I like. The source code of the pipeline lives with your game, so it can grow with it. And settings is really simple. It's you have a target of type T. Right, I have the concept of a target. So a target is like platforms. Target graphics backend. So you have like things that Monogame uses. Graphics backend. So you can do like conditionals depending on for which platform you're building. This one parses JSON. So why is the JSON type T? Ah, this is just nice. So this one you're not usually supposed to override it. It just feeds the streams to this one, and then you only have to override this one. Nice, nice. But you still have the freedom. Yeah, I can't wait to revisit this. Yeah. I feel like it's a solid base to build a pipeline on. And this could, like, the output could be made nicer. But already this is a good proof of concept. What is that? Man, I like and dislike the names that you chose for those libraries. Just because of the underscore. This could be another dot right here. Maybe. And like spatial partition like that. Oh well, I guess it doesn't matter. Because right now those are like both in the 2D namespace, but they're not really a namespace. It's two separate parallel worlds. So I'm stalling for time right now. I'm just like making the program in my head. So how does the navigation work? I was about to code a shader for the line, right? Line doesn't need to be a shader, it can just be a line in screen space. Or it could be in the world and then I can move my camera over it. Yeah. With maybe ideas of... Okay, let's do my navigation first, like being able to click on the canvas and move it. Oops. Okay. Let's implement dragging first. So dragging is going to be, for now, on the left mouse button. Let's copy that. Rotate. I'm not yet ready to refactor inputs. Drag. Condition mouse. What am I supposed to give? Mouse button. Left mouse. That's good. Can this be created with anonymous class? Like that? No. I don't know the syntax, so I guess not. I guess this is readable though. And then you can build a layer on top if you want nicer stuff. Oh, rip. I like to call those variables like that. So mouse world. I'm never gonna touch that, so this is safe. Ta-da. Okay, so I take my mouse, I move it into the world in the update. Do I remove that? Yeah. Or I could like code it with my thing. So quit. Quit them. And you quit with condition keyboard escape. Okay. So that's that and condition gamepad thing. Oh no, that's condition set. Oops. Ah. Okay, now I give you a gamepad button that back. Dun, 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 dun. So what is this? Index 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Okay. Now I can do hey, nice. There's a few things to remove because I put some example image. Oh, that works. Nice. Okay, so I preserved the quit, but now it's readable. Nice. For those that want to grab the current code, oh, come on. Ah, this is driving me crazy. Come on, stop. Okay. You can never hover those. They never go away. Okay, so I take my mouse world stuff. So I do mouse world equals camera dot yeah, I hate this API. This is void. What happens if I call the mouse thing without calling update? Yeah. Actually, am I supposed to call this manually? Yeah. Yeah, that would be the name of your game. Nice, nice. It might create a subfolder, I'm not sure. Okay, so now I get this. How does that work now? Let's do this. If drag dot holding if this is held, I'll do this like that. Mouse anchor. Oops. Oh wow. Ah shit. Mouse anchor. I press wrong keys sometimes and it messes me up. Mouse anchor equals what was the logic? You're clicking this and I need the difference between that and the camera, I think. That's a vector. So I guess mouse world minus that. I get the difference. Do you really need a solution? I felt like the Visual Studio could just handle CSproj. I think you're able to open the root folder and then see the CSproj. Man, I barely slept last night and now I'm like I don't even feel affected. Okay, so I have my mouse world camera position. Okay, I think you're able to go in Visual Studio, create a empty solution and add them or something like that. Here, let me see. Oh, what is that? Yeah, so I think you create the solution and then you use something like that to add multiple projects. I think. Or this. Oh, what? No, fuck that. Yeah, anyway, it doesn't look too complicated. Maybe I should add that by default. The solution in the root folder. If you figure it out, then I could add that. Like, I don't have issues because I'm using VS Code. And I have my build scripts. Okay, so mouse world, how does that work? Get the difference. Oop. I want that on press. Okay. And then holding only. So after you're pressed, then I do equals plus equals, something like that. I might have my variables reversed. Oh, I should have not pressed play. Okay, obviously not. Oh, I've done this so many times and now I forget. But quite likely this is right. But it's not plus equal. Yeah. Maybe equal. I'm trying to remember which variable I'm supposed to isolate. Mouse anchor. Right, okay. Remove this. Mouse. Let's call it diff, whatever. And now I have position equals mouse diff plus mouse world. I think that works. Wait. Okay, wait. I'll have to like think. I didn't want to use my brain for that, because that should be things that I know by heart. That looks really close. Okay, fine, I'll do it. Okay. Oh, did I not set up my buttons? Okay, let's do that. Digital pen. This will be the mouse middle button. Yay. Okay. So how does this work? So you have your screen. You have a camera that's right here. You have a mouse right here. So now I'm clicking. Poop, my mouse is right here. I get the difference between the two. Okay, so that gives me an offset. Okay. Now I move my cursor. I move here. In other words, I did like a... So now I need to find where this camera should be. In other words, the new position. Let's do like a dark blue or something. Let's do dark light blue. Okay, that's the new position. In other words, I need to find the difference between the mouse and the thing. I do this. Do your move and then go back. That's the math. Okay, so I find the difference between the camera position and the mouse. Okay. And now the new position is equal to the mouse plus the mouse diff. I'm not sure. I forgot. This is not rocket science right there. What am I doing wrong? I have my position. Wow, I'm feeling bad right now. I have my camera position. I remove the mouse. Hey, Legion, how are you doing? Okay, I preserve. I need to lock them into place, so I get this diff. Pretty good. I like this project already. Did I not do the map right? Okay, I'll do that. I obviously can't do math, so whatever. Okay, so I click here. This is... Also, I'll start the game at 0-0 just to make it easier to read. I'll start the game without playing. There we go. Okay, now... Ah, rip. Ah, I didn't mean to do... Ah, okay, can't do anything. Okay. Start the game. Don't click. Camera is here. I click here. Okay. Camera is at 0-0. My mouse is at something negative. Okay. Move 1. What is the value here? So that's the positive. Okay, I really can't understand. This looks good. Oh, lag. Can I? Oh, I forgot to install my... Okay, this is one... Oh, well, I can't really type them, but okay, let's do it. 185 by... Okay, you see that's the difference. And it's true. In other words, if I do mouse world plus my diff, I come back to 0. Okay. Let's leave this one. Hey, Legion. So here's what I'm working on. I'm trying to create a little music composition software where you have an infinite canvas, piano roll on the side, and some notes. So you can like put notes, press play, listen right away, do selections. Perhaps you can have even like 2 piano rolls, so different sections. You might even be able to like press play separately. Yeah. Okay, so this is the difference. So that, is it an app? It's gonna be a sort of game for desktop, but it could also be released for other platforms. And since I'm using my game engine, I can have controller support, touchpad support. Am I not understanding? That plus that equals 0, no? What? What? I'm really not able to like comprehend what's going on here. I'm gonna have to like step in one. Poop. Okay. Why is it the same number? Oh, because... yeah, whatever. So this is right now 0, 0. Poop. So it literally did not move. So something is going on when I'm moving. Let's do like hold pause equals. Okay. If oops. It's not equal camera dot position. I'll do I'll just do that. That's my anchor point. Oh, that's not valid. Okay. Okay, so I moved. So it was at 0, 0, and now it's at 1, 1. Okay, I'll do a different way of debugging, because this all looks good, I think. Wait, no, I forgot to check the most important thing. Hmm. Yeah, the thing is staring in my face. Okay, so here's what I do. I do something called fun. My brain is obviously like broken. Fun is gonna be on enter. Okay. And now this will be when, oops, wrong one. When fun is pressed, then I want to do this. Even with that too. And I will be, okay. Move that here, or even better here. Okay, now I'm gonna see exactly what's going on. Okay, so I start here. I bring my mouse here. I press enter. So my old position was 0, 0. This looks good. So there's something else that I'm forgetting. Oh. Yeah, you need to move in the opposite direction to drag. A drag is the opposite action, right? Because you're at 0. Okay, I click. And then in reality, the wait, I take this. Wait. Yeah. I take my. The position for the camera is at the center. In other words, if I move my camera. Wait, what happens to my center? It goes the other way. Is that it? But didn't I try that already? Wait, what? I take this, I bring it there. Something's going on. Was I supposed to like re-update the diff every time I use it? Yeah. That's fun. So this was fine, right? My ability to visualize right now is non-existent. it's really close. I'm able to control it. I'm thinking that the difference is not between the mouse and the camera, it's between the mouse before and the mouse now. Yeah, wait. That's why I called it mouse anchor earlier. I'm allowed to use this, I'm in C#. Mouse anchor. Which means here's where I'm pressing my mouse. Yeah, now I remember. I was so close. Yeah, so mouse anchor is where I'm pressing at the start. And then after that I can take my mouse now minus my mouse anchor. That gives me my new position. That gives me my diff. Let's call it like that. Let's call it mouse diff equals that. And now I can do plus equal mouse diff, something like that. That should be it, right? If I didn't make a mistake with my signs. Yeah, I made a mistake. Let's reverse them. Yay! Okay. Oops. Oh! I get dragging now. Wow, that was harder than expected. I needed to remember what it meant, mouse anchor. That's my anchor into the world. Then I move my mouse, I find the difference, and I apply it to the camera. Yeah. So in other words, I can just do that. Hey, that was fun, right? Hopefully that makes it easier to understand how to solve problems. Let's click exactly at the center here. Now I can move and keep moving and rotate. You see that? My anchor just works. Okay. Let's do zooming. Zooming will be with the mouse scroll wheel. If. Oh, also there's a mistake. I need to take the mouse world after I touch the mouse. So essentially I do my I would do my camera movement, and then I update the mouse. Hey CJ, how are you doing? Yes, I agree. With the best viewer ever. How are you doing? I'm you're working right now? For who? For whom? What am I doing now? Wow, nice. Is it a good company to work for? Are you doing something really cool? Whoa, animations? Oh. Did they get into the logging screen business? I'm still waiting for my awesome Rashtal logging screen. Yeah. They are okay. Do you notice the corona pandemic? Yeah, that's true. Shit. That's a good bird, actually. Yeah. But since you're working from home, it's probably nicer, right? What's wrong? Alright. If it's, let's do above 0. But, it's no different? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And I'm back to like my usual life. If the difference is not 0, then I want to do plus equal new vector with input helper yeah. That's not good, but I don't know what would be better than that. Times equal? No. Yeah, that's shit. It will work well one way, but yeah, it's zooming way too fast. I don't know a good way. I have so many things that I want to do, so I can't be bored. There's like shows I want to watch that I just don't have time. I'd have time if I wasn't working on this, but I find this more interesting, so. Oh, today is One Piece Day, nice. Yeah, but there's like so many more things that are fun to watch. Did you watch the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel on Prime? If not, go watch that. It's really good. The big YouTube channel that I watched has decided to double their video output during this pandemic. So yeah, that's like really nice. It used to be roughly like 20 minutes of video per day. Now they're up to like almost an hour. Which channel that is? It is... the Cracking the Cryptics. Check that. Really good channel. Best content. The one from today, or was it yesterday, is really, really cool. Go check the 93% Sudoku. I need to thumbs that up. Yeah, it's just that good. I have to bring my I don't know good. Times equal. I don't know a good formula for that. So, okay, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to go from 0 to infinity. Let's do it. I want to go from... Oops. Max between that and 1. Okay. So I want to go... I don't want to go closer than 1. But I want to go from that to infinity. But do I want to go linearly? Oops. No, it's the other way. It's a min. So I don't want to go closer than 1. So like 2 would be 2 times. So I gotta go between 1 and 0. But I want to spread that curve. What about squared? That might be fine. And it goes towards 0. Just to make sure it doesn't go to 0. I might do like plus 0.01. So now it's never truly 0. Because you don't want your zoom to be 0. I might do this formula. I'll try it. So when you're going further, you go slower. So that's good because you're gonna be proportionally. Yeah, I think that works. You're moving faster here than here. Let's try it. This equals... Am I allowed to do... Oh, I am. So I want the min between mathhelper.pow. Is there no power? Sucks. One F times camera.scale plus scale. I'll call it scale movement. Start at 1F. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, they have new things. Plus diff. Let's do var news movement equals that. Now I can do, let's do that. NSM times NSM. That's my square. I want this min between that and 1. And then I can do my plus 0.001F. Okay. Maybe this works. If I'm lucky. Doesn't work, why? I did not do the right thing, right? Alright. Right, that's a vector. Okay. Right, and I also don't need this anymore. That. Like that. Now I can take this whole thing, put it in my camera thing. There we go. This thing becomes a vector 2. I think I got it. Whoa. Ooh, I did not get it. I go too fast. So I need to spread this a lot. Yeah, this thing just doesn't work. That's not good. Maybe that works. I really hate working with zooms. That's why I usually work with depth instead. Whoa, it works. Yeah, well, it's really bad, but it works. Yay. So I need to max that. This. Let's do that. Scale movement plus that. Oh, I thought they were suggesting. That's a float, right? Doesn't really need to be a float, but whatever. Math helper. I want the max between that and 0, right? Okay. And then to get my 1, how far am I? Did I not put a max in here? Oh, I'm far. Where's my 1? Whoa, that's far. So roughly 700 or something. Min between that 700. Rip. Can I do a watch on that? I'm not in the right scope. Ah, so Red Knight's 100. $99.9. Okay, you know what? Let's remove this. I can block it at like 1. That like that. Okay. Now I can go all the way to 1000, right? Yeah. Okay, the scale is from 1 to 1000. Okay. There we go. How do you run a platform? You go on the side. For you it might not be there. I'm not sure. But then you can do a core direct X. Otherwise you can do launch. I'm not sure. But yeah, there's a debug panel. Dun, 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 dun. I'll start it at 100. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Yay! Wow, I'm kind of proud about that one. I managed to... So now I can like zoom while I'm dragging. That's odd. Can you screenshot your VS Code? And the scaling feels pretty good actually. I didn't realize it was that easy to do a good scaling. Oh yeah. I have possibly different icons. Wow, this is nice. I think I'm fine with allowing up to 3 times scales. Bam ba-dum, bam ba-dum. Ba-dum-dum. Yeah, and now there's no need for a min here. Dum, da-dum, da-dum, da-da-dum-dum. Okay, it's not the best zoom, but whatever. Yeah, because it's slower. That's what I hate about zoom. It needs to be faster when you're closer and slower when you're further. Dum, da, dum. So is that right? That looks right. So if I spread this a lot, I want to be around the same as like the 3000 here. Did my music end? Rip. Ah, close. Okay, that's good enough. There we go. With a bit of luck, it works. I'm inverted, am I not? Yeah, I never know the right scale to use for the zoom. That's why I don't really do it like that. Wait, what? Is there a click that is not registering when I go from one app to the next? Yeah, I'm not getting one click or something. I never knew that. Ah. There's a check that I do in my library. It's I'm checking if the game is active. So I'm guessing that the first click is registered as not active because of the focus. Hey, Lightwave. Yes, I got everything working. Now I'm working on zoom. I also got rotation. I got my grid. So I got my grid to work exactly how I wanted. Here, I'll show you. So now the shader is called grid. I have a 1x1 pixel shader. I wonder if I can show that in VS Code. This. Yeah, so you can't see it, but it's 1x1 pixel. And I got my parameters to work. So now I got my grid. I can give you a background color, a grid color, the grid size. So right now I put it at 200 by 200 units. So it at 1:1 the 200 means pixels, but then you start zooming and it's just a unit. Then you have the line size, which is 4x4 unit. Really simple code. Check that too. So yeah, I get all of this. The texture coordinate, this is what I divide by my grid size, and then on here line size, same thing. That's like the magic right there. Line size divided by grid size. So yeah, I get some really nice background. And like, yeah, I can even rotate while I'm dragging, zoom while I'm dragging. So yeah, it just works. So yeah, already I got my infinite canvas, really fast performances. Yeah. Now, I'm trying to get a nice zoom, but I don't know a good function for zooming. I always just like go through my depth. I'll just do it, fine. Camera 2D. I'll do depth to zoom. Where's that function? Get depth from zoom. Yeah, well, that's too hard. I feel like they don't even know what they're talking about. Get zoom from depth. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. No. Far distance slower. Close distance faster. So I can't understand how it works. Let's remove everything. Okay. In other words, this is further away. This is a scale of 1, 1. No, check that. I get, okay. I'll use my function get zoom from depth. Let's add it at the bottom, right? Private. I'll add the other one, the sister function. Probably need it. Okay. Eventually I move this somewhere else, but whatever. Okay, so now I have my zoom. Depth target will be always 0. Yeah. So scale movement. Let's change that to an int. I'm tired of working with floats. I'll do depth. And my starting depth is 1. Let's start with that. Zoom from scale movement. This is all down the trash can. What is this output? A float? So this takes a depth. So I get my diff. This will move me in the world. So my depth, I don't want it to go. This will be equals min. I want the max between 0 and depth plus diff. I don't want to go closer. I don't want to go behind the camera. That's pretty much what it means. Now I get depth zoom from depth. I give you my depth like that. What's wrong? I'm supposed to give you 0 as my target depth. Yeah, well, what I have is pretty close from what you're saying, because look at the formula for this. You get the 1 divided by this, similar to what you have. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have, but I call that depth. What's wrong? Okay, Everything works. Dum da dum da dum. Nope. What did I do wrong? Did I not start depth at 1? Let's do 1. Yeah. But I want to do that with tweens, and I didn't code a tween system yet. Why is it that fast? Oh, rip, I put max. Which is what I mean to do, right? Oh, this goes too fast. Actually, depth is a float. Fine. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Plus diff, but the diff is going to be multiplied by 0.01f, something like that. There we go. Yay. Yeah, you see it, like this is nice. It's slower further, but it's fast closer. But I can now make it go even closer than that. 0.01. Okay. And this was inverted, so let's invert that. Yay! Yeah, this feels way better. Well, I'm really close now. And I think there was a math thing to help. Yeah, so now I need a second layer. Depth. Is it linear? Linear, I think that's what I want. Like that. Okay, private, float, get. Man, I don't like those function names now. That's way easier to read. The other one you have to like flip your head. Okay. Hey, by the way, everyone that's new, join my Discord. Here's the link. Okay. 100 message. Okay. Now the new depth will be equal to depth linear squared. No, to the power of 2. In other words, private float linear to depth, and then I give you float linear. Am I supposed to give target depth? No. Return. I'll do linear, but that's going to be with a square root. Is there a square root in here? Square. It's not there, right? Okay. Now I do private float, whatever, depth to linear. I don't know if I need that actually. Oops, I inverted those. Okay. Now, in here, I get my diff. I then do something similar. Let's rename that linear. Okay, this can be just like that. This can be 1, whatever. Then I can do depth equals I'll have to think about that. Okay. Am I done? Something like that. 1. Let's do 0.1. Yay! This is nice. This is just the right speed, I think. I could try 10 times slower. Ah, wow, yeah, good luck with that. Whoops. Whoa, that's too slow. But I can see it speed up, so that's nice. Five times. Yay, this feels really good. It's not too fast and it's not too slow. It's just like, I like the feeling, and I can actually this can be a setting. Yeah, this is really good. I'm able to zoom, like let's say I click exactly there, I can hold and zoom, I can rotate. Very solid. Very nice. Nice, right? I don't know if you guys can feel like the speed, like the steps. Yeah. What I like about this setup, I'll show it again, is that by default you're zooming to the center of the screen. Okay, so let's say this is the center, you're mostly zooming there. But if I click, now the zoom becomes where my mouse is clicking. I really like that. So you have like both things. So if you want to zoom here, you click it here and then you go there. But if you don't, then it goes to the center. So that's what I like with this setup. Okay, let's push that, I think. Let's do a to-do. To-do. Diff. Oh, I still have the play. Let's try it. Woohoo! Well, now that I have I can move, I don't need to loop anymore. So this here. Da-da. Da-da. Wow. Yeah, I'm feeling like this app is gonna be really nice. Loop again. Yeah, the loop was just a hard-coded thing. When your camera is over 1000, just move it back by 1000. That was shit. And now you can here's a secret feature. I'm able to make it go the other way. Watch that. Oops. So So you can make your game, your music go backwards. And the reason I'm able to do that is the play stuff happens before. Oh wait, no, it actually is fighting. It doesn't anymore. It did, but now it doesn't because I removed it. But it was really shitty. Okay, now I want to do... So now you want to give priority to the player. To the user's inputs. So the movement needs to be after the camera pose thing. That way the player has full control. I would put them up there, but since I'm only touching the X. So now where I'm clicking it's not moving anymore at all. It's just locked in place. It's not moving like one extra frame after me. Okay. Wait, what? It zooms. Wait, what? Did I put it back? Yeah, okay. Oof. Yeah, so you see that's what it did, the freaking thing. Oh, and it's based on my camera, so I can do... That's fun. I can force it to loop faster. Why is it fighting me? Hey Daedal, long time no see. It's not supposed to do that. Because I'm moving this. Where I'm at, we're not really hit much yet, but I know it's coming. But we, at least at my work, we took some really good measures. Everyone's working from home, and yeah, and we didn't really waste much time. Oh, it's a plus equal. Yeah, so if this happens, the plus equals is on top of that. Yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, I'm removing it, so. Do you like it? I should end this stream here, actually. Yeah, so because this is a plus equal, this thing is actually affecting this. So I guess it doesn't matter. But I feel like the user should have full control. As soon as you're on drag mode, the whole system needs to be paused or something, or because otherwise your system is fighting the user. Oh, that's so sick. Okay, I'll push that. Oh, you know what? I got a different idea. Let's do an else if on that. Else if play. That way you do one or the other, not both. That works. Also, this is allowed to be held now, because this thing doesn't matter, I think. Yeah, so that's pretty good. Eventually that whole code gets deleted anyway. So that's fun. This... Did I not start with 4? 1, I mean. And linear depth is 1 times 1 is 1. Nice. So what's up with this? Why is this line not 4? Oh, it is 4. It's the other one that's not 4. Okay. That can be 8, I think. Yeah, that's good. That's all gonna get deleted anyway. Yeah, no, it's not to have the texture auto added, you need to put it in the assets folder. Also, it's 2 pipelines. So essentially, the monogame pipeline is just the regular one, nothing added to it. And then there's also mine that is separate. It builds separately. It's a different system. So what you want to do is go inside the pipeline and here for the preset add I don't know, PNG, and then you do compiler preset for a texture 2D. Settings is settings texture 2D, and then you do compile texture 2D settings texture 2D. What's wrong? Also, I probably need to import that. I need to make sure. This is in the graphics, okay. So that can go there. Ah. Did that work? Did I forget to add that as I didn't. I forgot. Whoops. I need monogame core. Hey Adam, how are you doing? They're the same thing, but assets is for my pipeline and content is for the monogame pipeline. They're just two pipelines that exist together, and but they don't interact. They hate each other pretty much. Don't mix them. What's wrong? Yes. Okay. So you see, this is how you do. You add this. Exactly. And one of them is fighting for popularity. So what is this? Settings? You go in here and you run the pipeline, I think. Or you just run the build. Even just building will do the thing. With no compile? You can call the pipeline from the command line with the right arguments. So look in here. This is what I run. You run .NET run. You give it the right arguments and it will build the assets. That pipeline is the pipeline project that is inside of platforms pipeline. So that's actually a command line application. If you look here, it takes arguments and then you can give it input, the root folder, whatever. so now I should be able to add PNG files. Let's try it. Let's take my little pixel PNG, add it to my assets here. If I run this, I should have ha! So now I get the file instantly in here. So yeah, this is a bit involved right now. Some of those should be provided by default, I think. I think my idea was that my current texture compiler is inferior to a monogame. Like there's only one option, it's just like pre-multiplied. Also, I'm using like default. I'm using something that is possibly not cross-platform to read images. Yeah. But yeah, it's the main goal is that it makes it easier to create your own content types. So you can use the monogame one for like standard stuff, music, PNGs, and then use this one to build your own stuff. Yeah, I think so. I know that Crazio is rebuilding it from scratch or something like that. So maybe he's gonna beat me to it. Oh, you need to use binary for that. Or you could just create your own compiler that copies. Otherwise, you just go into the regular monogame content and you switch one thing from build to copy. I'm gonna undo this, even though that was fun, but okay. Yeah. That's why I like my system with the asset links. Or is that not what you meant? Yeah. So I think I'm done for today. I got some good stuff. What I want to do after that will be setting up the settings, maybe. Oh yeah. Actually, with mine, it would be possible to set up your own directory where the assets can be found. Yeah. So right now I have like the pipeline with input path, output path. You could set up your own thing. So that it finds the asset. Like you could add a whole nother one. And then set up your own stuff for where to find the assets. Instead of there, you could provide like something else. It kind of sucks because then you have you use your own system files instead of the local repository, but oh, that's hard-coded. Yeah, this would have to be not hard-coded. Probably passed as a parameter so that you don't override the same file. Okay, yeah, I'm done for real this time. So I got some nice little thing. I streamed for 3 hours. Now I got a nice little code base. Hey, join my Discord, everyone. So now I have like the world. I can move inside of it. I can zoom out or in. And I can rotate. The next main thing that I want will be tweening library. So that will allow me to interpolate between two values. So when I rotate, for example, I can make the camera like be very smooth. When I zoom in or out, it can also be smooth. Like it looks smooth, but it's not. It just looks smooth because my step is small enough. And then I also want to be able to have user settings, so people could define their own color, line width, things like that. Zoom speed. And then once like the all that is set up, I want to set up a saving system, so you're able to work and it auto saves. Quad trays are really impressive. Let's add another one just for the fun of it. Yeah, that's so fun. Did I notice something weird? I blinked. No, everything is good. Oh, when it's far enough, you end up with a different setup. Nice, nice. At this point, I don't like the color. Really cool. Oh. Yeah, I can't wait to start interacting with those. Be able to do selections and things like that. Background, this. Background is just the grid to help you know the timings. And then you can play with the time, the scrolling background. It's tiled. I wonder why this is wider. So that means I'm bound. There are more bounding boxes. Also, did I forget to remove my position offset? This I definitely don't want that. Yeah. This is an infinite world. This is my screen. What you see there is my screen. And then you have the whole world. And then you can move around in it. The cloud, so you mean like a background with parallax? Yeah, I could have that too. But the grid is there to anchor you in the world. So as you're moving, it feels like you're moving. You see, because if there's no grid, you just have blackness. So it really helps to realize, like, feel that you're somewhere. But the grid also serves a different purpose. It will also be for the time. So like if you determine that this is like 1 second, then you're gonna be moving really slow. And then if you want to say, okay, this is 1 second, but I want it to be from here all the way to here, so that's my 1 second, then I can stretch the box, poop, and then now it's moving much faster. Or I can make the box thinner, and now it's moving much slower. So this is all like, this helps understand the visualization. So this can be your unit, time unit, and then you can decide how much room it takes. Yeah. So if you have like a lot of nodes, then you might want to split the time a bit more so you see fewer of them at once. IntelliSense, you go here and you write C#, and you get the first one. 7 million downloads. You also want to take, that's what I take, fixed format, C# extensions. I guess this is useful. So yeah, other ones that are nice, I like compare it, but it's not really specific to C#. Did I really try Dart? Wow. Yeah, that's me with my glasses. Wow, I tried a lot of stuff. Why do I have that? Those are installed, right? Whoa. That's a lot of extensions. Maybe I should disable some. I don't have a good commit for that. I can't even justify it, so whatever. Okay, yeah, thanks for everyone watching, and I'll be back possibly tomorrow. Yeah, peace. Have a good day. Hey, join the Discord. Did I put the link earlier? I forgot, right? Hey, CJ, come back. Click that link. You know you want to. That's like the... That's the best server. Peace.